I recently had the privilege of visiting the Forest Products Lab at Mississippi State University in Starkville. It's one of the most comprehensive wood products research and testing labs in the country, a kind of one-stop shop for anything you need to know about wood. I started out at the Franklin Center, where wood is showcased in the building and in the furniture displayed there. My guide was Dr. David Jones, Assistant Extension Professor in the Department of Forest Products. We began with what seems like the ultimate project, a house that uses wood building materials and is designed for southern climatic conditions.
The foundation, the siding, the windows, the roof, everything was very well thought out to see what affected heating and cooling the house and making it energy efficient. One of the rooms has a ceiling that you can adjust the height on, so that, say in the summer, you raise the ceiling very high where it'll be cool in the room because the heat will rise. And then in the winter you can lower it back down to bring the heat back down.
Next stop was the Furniture Lean Manufacturing Lab, equipped with mobile woodworking machines that can be moved around to develop the most efficient lean manufacturing cells. Next door is a lab with a full range of equipment and test stands to do any kind of testing on wood products. Some of the services available are X-rays, adhesive tests, and strength and stiffness testing.
Yeah, that's a 4-point test to test stiffness and strength. That's the biggest machine in the southeast.
In this lab I got a sneak peek at a new product called Tintec. It's made of small diameter trees, crushed and lined up to make a structural beam.
So you're able to make a beam, a structural beam out of material that you couldn't make anything out of otherwise.
Some of the advantages of this innovation?
Cost of the material and availability of material, because you're not dependent on other sectors of the industry, because LVL and Paralam are dependent on the plywood industry. You can change the properties of the beam much easier. Different species and different amounts of wood and pressing in different pressures.
For customizing and repairing machine parts, there's a machine and metalworking shop. OSB testing? In a way, these boxes and several others contain the Louisiana-Pacific Osp Research Lab, which the Forest Products Lab purchased and will soon be setting up in its facility. Just outside the Franklin Center is this charming log cabin, which is actually a research project. The logs were treated with different preservatives and monitored over time.
The original intent was to let the building fall in on itself. See how long it took and where it failed, but people like staying in the log cabin so much that we haven't abandoned the project, but we've changed it so that we're maintaining the cabin.
Preservatives are important for wood in the South. They can be applied here in one of two pressurized cylinders. This one is for oil-based and there's another for water-based preservatives. This is one lab I wasn't allowed to visit because some of the most advanced wood bio-oil research in the country is going on here. At the International Conference on Woody Biomass Utilization, several of the presentations were about the challenges and opportunities involved in developing this product. To get lumber ready for somewhat more traditional testing, the Forest Products Lab operates two kilns, a 5,000 board foot and a 500 board foot unit.
You know, that gives us a lot of freedom to do a lot of other testing because we don't have to contract with anybody to dry our material.
Other equipment in the same building includes an emissions kiln to test VOC emissions from drying and a computer-controlled hot press to do short runs of panels for testing. This restricted access building houses the research lab for water and effluent treatment. Built in the 1960s, this pole and beam construction is one big science project. Every bit of it is tagged and identified, so performance can be evaluated over time. Inside, it's a symphony of wood textures and surfaces. The unique aesthetic created by its structural elements and variety of wood panelings and finishes are inspiring to anyone interested in building with wood. To disseminate all this valuable information about wood and get people together to talk about it, the Franklin Center has an auditorium equipped with high-tech communications capabilities.
We also have the ability to broadcast anything we do in here, in the room behind it, in the room next door, to any of the 82 counties in Mississippi, and to anybody else that has an internet uplink.
The forest products industry has a bumpy road ahead, coming back from this economic downturn. At the same time, new ideas, new products, and new technologies are getting on board, driven by necessity and invention. In this environment, centers of innovation like the Forest Products Lab are essential to keep things moving forward.